Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you've been around before, then you'll know and might have actually heard every now and then the think and execute strategy. This is a strategy that I use whenever I approach any new type of essay topic, whether it be text response or comparative. I've taught this strategy many times before, and every time I see a student use it and implement it, their marks just skyrocket. And I'm not lying to you, there's just something about this type of strategy that sort of clicks for a lot of people. It simplifies the entire process of, I'm gonna get a cold, never seen before essay topic. You know, you either blank out, all the quotes that you've memorized just suddenly disappear, and there's just this anxiety that comes as a result. But when we look at essay topics with this strategy in mind, it just gives you a sense of clarity. It puts you on the right track because you've got particular steps that you're going to follow, and you know that if you follow them, then you're pretty much going to set yourself up for success. Before we go into the think and execute strategy, if you're someone who finds these weekly English pieces of advice helpful, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you never miss out whenever I release helpful advice for your next SAC or exam. So, a lot of students, when it comes to essay writing, just think about the writing component. They stress out over their grammar, spelling, how to write essay topics, but they don't really think about an essential part of the entire process, which is the planning component. And my word for this is to think. So you spend the first hour of this essay writing component actually allocating it to the planning and the brainstorming of the essay topic. And that's around 5 to 10 minutes, just depending on what works for you. When it comes to the planning section though, this is going to set you on a particular trajectory. So let's say if you're somebody who skips the thinking section altogether and you just go straight into essay writing, what could happen there is that you potentially don't flesh out the essay topic as well as you potentially could. You might rush your examples, rush the type of response that you have, which is just like an automatic response without properly looking at the essay topic. And this is something that a lot of students do because it's comfortable. It's just, let's get on with it. Let's get this done. Let's get, 800 words done within an hour. But if you take the time to actually think about your essay topic, which is to brainstorm properly, which is to plan it properly, then you give yourself the opportunity to really think about the essay topic. Ensure that you answer the essay topic as best as you can. So that means using the best type of examples possible. So that could be thinking about, these are my automatic examples that come up, but is there a different type of example that I could use that maybe not other students are going to be using? And if you're the second student who takes that time to really think about your essay topic, and I'll show you how you can actually think about it in 3 very clear strategic steps, then what you're going to do is you're actually going to set yourself up for success. Because with the writing side of things, once you're in that assessment, your writing is at a particular level, right? Like you're probably the best level you've ever have been. But what's actually going to make the difference between you getting a higher score and a lower score is the ideas that you bring to the table. The version you who might, not take as much time actually planning and diving into the essay might not actually do as well as the second version of you who takes that time, who, yes, maybe you sacrifice an extra 5 minutes of writing, but wow, it doesn't matter if you're 200 words shorter than the version 1 of you because your ideas are going to be amazing. So let me show you how you do this 3-step process of the think component. Step 1 is to analyze. Step 2 is B, brainstorm. And step 3, create a plan. And notice that I've gone steps 1, 2, 3, and they're also after ABC. So whichever way works for you, super easy to remember. Now you can look at a few past essay topic breakdowns I've done in the past to give you an idea of how I've actually executed each one of these steps. If you find at the end of this video that this think and execute strategy is pretty interesting, you want to use it and you want to see it in action and you want to get taught how to do it in detail, then make sure you head over and have a look at my how to write a killer text response. I think that would be incredibly helpful for you. So in step 1, to analyze. This might sound obvious, but you need to read the directions and understand what the essay topic requires of you. A lot of students struggle to answer a prompt properly. So they go on to write mediocre essays because they don't take time to figure out exactly what they're expected to do. Here you'd be looking at what type of essay topic this is, whether it's a theme-based, a character-based, a how-based prompt, a meta-language-based prompt. There are more. So you want to identify what type of essay topic it is, because that's going to shape what your essay structure is going to look like and where your priorities need to be in order to tick off that VCA criteria. The second thing is you're going to look at keywords. Keywords are pretty self-explanatory, but they're what helped you to ensure that you stay on track at answering this type of essay topic. Part B is to brainstorm. So when you're brainstorming, this is when you literally just word vomit, brain dump all of your ideas on paper. For me, I think it's important that you don't just restrict yourself automatically and go into yep, this is what I'm going to say for each body paragraph, because sometimes you might realize that there's an idea that might not come at first, but it comes as you're writing and brain dumping everything down. You might realize that one idea is actually better than the other, and although you may have wanted to start off with this idea, you realize, hang on a minute, this one over here is actually better. Then lastly, C, creating a plan. I've talked about creating a plan before, so I won't go into detail in this particular video, but I'll make sure to link you to the videos where I create a plan. But this is essentially the think and execute strategy. When you think first, which is to do the steps 1, 2, 3, or ABC, analyze, brainstorm, create a plan. See, it's easy. Like, it's really easy to remember. Then you can make sure that you set yourself up for success when it comes to the execution component, which is the writing process. And when it comes to the writing process, all your hard work in the year leading up to your exam has put you in a place where you're the best you've ever have been, and your writing's not really going to improve in this next hour. But what could make the difference is that thinking side of things. So I hope that makes sense. I think not enough people actually focus on this thinking component, and they don't realize that the ideas that you come up with within this 5 to 10 minutes is what's really going to make that difference in your grade at the end of the day. If you found this video helpful, then make sure you like this video, and also you can subscribe to my weekly mailing list where I offer exclusive advice that you won't find anywhere else. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!